So everyone knows Iron Maiden band members to be those super chill dudes whom it's really fun to hang around with.
Welcome, boys and girls, how are you?
But still, every once in a while you read a comment online from a guy who knows a guy whose dog goes to the same groomer as somebody from Iron Maiden's team, and he and only he has 100% verified information that the boys actually treat their crew and the younger support acts absolutely unfair. So during one of my recent interviews for the second channel, I actually thought it would be fun to ask somebody who just went on the road as a support act for Iron Maiden and is actually about to do so once again this year about how it is like to tour with the heavy metal legends.
How was it, by the way, with Maiden, guys?
It was really cool. It was way better than we've even expected it. I mean, we've expected it to be mind-blowing because of the sheer size and everything. And it was, but the size of it wasn't the most craziest thing, really. The craziest thing was them being successful for decades, on the top for decades, and still being so humble and so welcoming and so into their thing that they're doing. They look like high school kids on stage when playing. I have to fairly say I wasn't really into Maiden as a fan, into their music, but when I watched the first show of them, I was immediately like, okay, I get it now. They were having fun, they were running around. Bear in mind, they're all in their 60s and 70s.
Yep.
And personally, they're great, and their crew is the most helpful crew on earth, or at least the most helpful crew that I've experienced so far, and they're great people. We've got to know everyone on a more personal level, we're buddies, and when we got confirmed for this year for Maiden, because we exchanged numbers with some of the crew guys, and they wrote us like, "Hey guys, it's great to have you back." And so it's on that level that we were welcomed onto that production. And for me, that is one thing that I didn't expect to happen, that I don't take for granted, and that I learned a lot from, because we were the smallest part on that production, and they made us feel like as if we're equal. So
in reality, Iron Maiden is actually one of those bands who does quite a lot for the development of younger generation of metal musicians around the world. In fact, a couple of years ago, the band's founder and bassist Steve Harris actually pointed out that the band has never taken any money from their support act, and that Iron Maiden will never charge younger bands to play with them. Steve Harris actually pointed out several times that he, of course, had a very successful career together with Iron Maiden, and the boys, of course, worked very hard to get to the level where they are at today. Yet at the same time, maybe, just maybe, they had just a tiny little bit of luck along the way. And of course, who if not Iron Maiden would know the importance of going on a tour with a major band, whether it's traveling around Europe with Kiss or going on their first major US run with their countrymates Judas Priest. And so when Iron Maiden are choosing a support act to take with them on the road for a major tour, they, according to Steve Harris, do not only think about, what will make them more money, but also see it as a small way of them giving something back to the metal community and the younger generation of metal musicians. And the truth is, and let's be honest here, if a band can actually entertain a very demanding Iron Maiden fan base before the major act, I think those guys can go a long way.
It's going down with the thunder.
Anyways, I just thought that I'll share this short bit with you guys, since most of you are not subscribed to our second channel MP2, and just bust some of those myths which are circulating around the heavy metal community online. So please do share with us in the comments which bands did you see on road together with Iron Maiden, and which ones did you enjoy the most? I'm really curious to find out.
Write that down, write that down!
But anyways, thank you so much for all your support. Please don't forget that the war in my country is still going on. There are people dying here every day, so please continue supporting Ukraine, at least so that I and all the metalheads in Ukraine can go and see Iron Maiden live this year. We will prevail. Slava Ukraini!